Action!
Anyways, hey guys, my name is Indira Tassier and welcome back to another video. What's poppin'? I know I've been gone for a hot minute. I've been gone for a second, but I'm back. And today I'm going to be doing a soft glam look for you guys. Just something like quick and easy to, just something to do for when Boris lets us out. Some June 21st easy beat look, some meeting my friends vibes, some brunch vibes, some dinner vibes, whatever you want really. Soft glam is very like versatile, as we all know. But yeah, I'm going to be doing my makeup for you guys today. Okay, so I've gone ahead to prime my face. I used my Fenty primer, the moisturizing primer, and I think I'm going to start with my foundation today. I've been using the NARS soft matte foundation. It's quite good, but I feel like I was in a hurry to buy this foundation. It's good, don't get me wrong. I don't have any complaints to the quality or anything, but I do feel like it's quite drying. So if you do want to use this foundation, I suggest that you get like, your primer needs to be moisturizing, like moisturizing, because this will dry your face up, and I don't have dry skin at all. So, and I would stay away from this entirely, but if you have dry skin, like, don't bother. So I'm going to go in with a stippling foundation brush, foundation brush in the number 116, and yeah, we're just going to dab that in. The coverage on this is really good, and I really like the shade. I feel like this is like my summer shade. I feel like every black person has, anyone notices that every black person and their mamas uses the shade Macau? Isn't that like the funniest thing ever? Look at that. I'm going to go ahead and contour. So I'm going to be using my Juvia's Place contour stick in the shade Namibia. And this is what it looks like. That's the shade, Juvia's Place. The name is kind of washed off, but yeah, this is what it comes out as. I feel like this is a really good foundation. I feel like it helps with precision, if that makes sense. Just put it there on my nose. Do you guys prefer like stick contours or powder ones? I use both, but I don't think I'm really a liquid contour type of girl. I feel like I'll mess it up, so I don't even bother. So I'm just going to go ahead and blend. I found that with contouring, it's best to just don't drag it, just like stipple it into your face so it stays in its spot. Guys, my double chin, like, I don't like it here, but let's get that jawline snatched. Fat, leave me. Like, who did I harm in my past life? We love it. Nose. Okay, I'm going to go in with my everyday concealer. I've really been loving the Maybelline Instant Anti-Age Eraser Multi-Use Concealer. And I use the shade Caramel. So I just go under my eyes to cover all the sleepless nights I have been having. I don't know whether it's the weather as of late, but like, am I the only one that has been experiencing crazy insomnia? Like, I cannot sleep. I can't do it. But yeah, I just like to use it in these areas and blend with a beauty blender. I really like this concealer because I don't think it creases like some of the concealers I use. And I feel like because I have big eyes here, under my eyes always have like, I have like these lines. So it's very hard to like find concealer that doesn't like crease after a while, or like, I don't know, my tear ducts, I don't know whether I'm allergic to makeup or something. Because sometimes my tear ducts will just be acting like I'll be crying and my makeup doesn't stay, which is so annoying, and it ruins my concealer. I'm not going to touch the one on my nose because she says and then touches it. but yeah, we're gonna blend that last. Okay, so this is what my face looks like now. You can see that even the place I highlighted, the place I contoured rather, is like, it's giving like an illusion, because I'm not crazy about like my contour like showing too much, but I wanted to do what needs to be done. I am now going to go in with my NARS creamy concealer, radiant creamy concealer, what it says. Holy grail, crack, drugs, cocaine, this is it. I feel like this concealer's coverage is just whoo! So I'm just gonna put a bit here and then over here. I'm gonna do that again. I don't even use it a lot. And then over here. And we're gonna let that sit for a while I go back to my bronzer. So I used the Revolution Glow Splendor Ultra Matte Bronzer. Blah, blah, blah. I don't think I'll finish this anytime soon, but yeah, I just like to go in with that. And I use my BH Cosmetics brush in 114, and it's just like an angled like buffer brush. So I just go in a bit and then I dab it on my hand so it doesn't like come out too much, so it's not like harsh on my face. And then I just, yeah, go in. Blend that. Put a little bit into my forehead as well. And you can already see like the hollow, if that makes sense. Now the place I don't get stingy with, under my chin. We don't like double chins over here. Oh! Okay, that was too much. But I'm gonna have to blend that out. This just gives the illusion that I'm Kendall Jenner, basically. Cause who likes double chins? I know I don't. Concealer has set for a bit. I'm going to go in with my Peaches and Cream concealer brush. And I'm just going to dab this into my eyes. You guys, putting under eye concealer is the funniest thing ever. It's giving coverage, boo. I went too into my nose. I'm gonna have to do my nose contour again. Sorry guys, Lord knows what was happening with my tap. I hope that was not in most of the video, but if it is, ASMR. Born This Way multi-sculpting concealer, another must-have. I use this in the shade Butterscotch. So this is my everyday concealer, so I just put it here to like kind of create like a nice looking gradient, if that makes sense. Yeah, like I said, I now like to go in with my foundation brush and just remove any excess so it all looks, especially here, so it all looks good. Yeah, I feel like I want my under eye to be a bit brighter. Just want to give it like a bit more brightness. I'm going to go in with my e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer, and I'm just going to put literally a drop. A little goes a long way. I don't know, it looks like my face is like lighter on camera. I like how it looks on camera, but like looking at the mirror and in person, it's not giving me that. So I know it might seem like you're doing the most in the rap, but I'm not. just to brighten my under eye a bit. I feel like e.l.f. concealers are really good, like concealers to use if you're trying to save your coin. They're very good drugstore concealers that get the job did. Blend the other side. With this, try and not drag your product. And I find that when you use brushes to blend your concealer, it really helps with not wasting product. I've noticed that when I use my beauty blender, like literally this is the brush, but then when I use the beauty blender, like all my product is on it basically. No harsh lines over here. Purr. Okay guys, so now that I have done that, I am going to set my under eye. This is like what I use on every day. Normally when I'm doing like serious beats, I use like my Huda Beauty one in the shade Banana Bread, and it's like really like it's a translucent powder basically. But today I'm trying to get like chill vibes, so I'm going to be going in with my Fenty Beauty setting powder in the shade Honey. I tap it out and then press it in. Trying to get just the places I put the light concealer on, like so. You can also use this to like try and get your set your nose contour as well. So I just make a line like here, and on the other side I feel like if I ever have to bake, I would use my Fenty powder, because it just, I never have to worry about like flashback when I leave it on or whatever. I feel like if you're a beginner, you're not really pressed about like over contouring and stuff like that. The Fenty powder is the one. So for my eyeshadow today, I'm going to be using quite a couple of palettes actually, but I'm just going to do like a simple like brown kind of smoky eye type of thing going on. So it just fills in like the empty spots, if you can see. And then I'm going to take my spoolie and just blend that out. What I like to do is after I've brushed through it thoroughly, I then go in and like push it forward and then pull it back, so the front has like a more natural like gradient to it. Does that make sense? And for the other side, just fill it in. I've noticed that I have more brows here than I do here, but fuck for another day. So I find it like harder to do these brows because they end up looking like skinnier than the other one, because obviously I have more hair here. So outline first. And light strokes over here, just a straight line, light strokes, and brush. Forward, brush. Yeah, so that's basically how I get my brows did. Hey guys, so we're back. My camera died for a second, so while I was charging that, I just went ahead and did my eyeshadow on one eye, but I'm going to show you on the other. So I'm going to be using my Jaclyn Hill palette, and as you can tell, it's been through it with me. But yeah, I feel like this is really my go-to palette when I'm not trying to do too much, and it really just has all really that I need. This was my go-to palette before I got the James Charles one, and I feel like it's just, it has if I want to be adventurous, it has like my neutrals, which I always end up going to, it has the pinks because everybody's makeup ends up being pink. But yeah, so using a light shade of brown. Obviously you can use any other color that like fits your undertone, and I'm going to be taking that and just putting that in my outer crease like so. Then after that, I'm going to be going in with a more medium brown. So I use these two. So I'm still using the same brush. That's my medium brown, and now I'm going to go in with a proper like dark brown, and I'm going to be using these two. As you can see, I dig into this one quite a lot. Blend that into like your inner crease. So this shiny color, just to give our eyes, just to make our eyes pop a bit. So I'm using this flat brush on it to my eyelid. I find that it's easier to press like glitter colors, that way it pops more, versus dragging it and then it just ends up looking white with like a few glitter. Basically creating another gradient in my, and then with the same brush I'm going in with medium. I used the NYX Sweet Cheeks blush in the shade Risky Business. But I just do that and then start light at first so it doesn't like come off too harsh. And then when I see what I'm working with, I just fan that on and spray our face with my Morphe Continuous Mist Setting Spray. I'm just going to go ahead and put my lashes off camera and then I'll be back. Okay guys, so I went and I took off my headband and I went to go put some lashes on. Yeah, this is the final look. What do you guys think? I'm going to do all them slow-mo parts for you so you can see the whole thing. Okay. So yeah guys, that's it for today's video. Hope you liked it. Hope you learned something. If there's anything specific that I did today that you want me to do more in depth, or just basically any like makeup you want me to do, remember that God loves you, and yeah, stay beautiful.